Shabbat Shalom, brothers and sisters. Welcome back to Rooted in Hebrew. Today is January the 25th. A world that walked itself into judgment. Well, let me take that back. A system that walked itself into judgment. And that's what our discussion is going to be about. Shalom, Sister Linda Cross. How you doing, sis? I'm glad you made it in today. Brothers, I was looking at some stuff yesterday, and then I also went to check out the brothers that's starting their own. He started his own platform, Hebrew Connect. So I went and checked it out, played around with it a little bit more, but it seems like eventually, that I may be going over there because I've been noticing things on YouTube, and they have been messing with some brothers' channels, moving numbers around. They keep on talking about everything is about what do they call it? Algorithm. Yeah, that algorithm, it can be manipulated, brothers. At least they can do it. They can manipulate it, but it's to a degree. Shalom, Sister Monica. They're trying to snuff our voices out. That's what they're trying to do. Only to be walking themselves into judgment. That's all. It's like, this is like the biggest rap trap that you can walk yourself into, is to walk up against his people. That's the biggest rat trap you can walk yourself into. And they just did. They just walked themselves into the biggest trap ever. And when I say them, of course, we all know that this destruction it would appear. And Sister Cross, Sister Monica, you can if I'm off, you can put it in the comments. It would appear that this judgment that we are witnessing, that is so blatant, is really against a nation. It is really against a nation. Yeah, there are different things that's happening in the world and things of that nature. Yes, it is. But it would appear, brothers and sisters, that this judgment is upon this nation first and foremost. Because we do understand there's going to be two kingdoms ruling. But there's one that the Most High has zoomed in as if personal destruction. That's the place we call the West, the great United States, that walked into judgment recently. But it was always about the but it was so blatant. It was so blatant, as what I was talking about yesterday in the book of Obadiah, the very first verse, how the Most High introduced war to Esau. That was an introduction. Welcome to your judgment. That's what this is about. If we want to talk about, this nation, that's the thing. And then at the same time, sis, is this. Now, I mean, this is just, now, this is not scriptural. This is just like, Is there a strong possibility of this happening? So let me explain this. From my line of thought, the Most High is judging this nation, right? So now, this nation is going to be judged, and we will be exiting out of it with sustenance, things, whatever we need. We're going to take it with us. We got that, right? Now, is it a strong possibility that Judah, that comes out of Babylon, goes back home, and we voice our opinion for the rest of our other brothers and sisters around the world? We voiced ourselves out of Babylon. We kept complaining to the Most High how this nation is treating us. That's one thing we kept doing. We keep doing it. We keep yelling it. We keep speaking about it. We keep praying about it. To Babylon, spoke so many words and walked itself into a outright judgment. Look at what this guy is doing. Listen to his words. And it's always he's speaking about himself, what he's going to do, what he has already done that supposedly worked out in his favor. Making all these arrogant threats. And we also know the end result. Well, before the end result, we know the middle part of Edom's doom. That is an Obadiah. Everything that they're doing, they thinking they're working with a sense of power, with a false sense of authority. That's how they're working. Because these other nations have the trap already set. They're using their arrogance for their own demise. And this nation is still also doing the same thing as to what Pharaoh was doing. Pharaoh was like, man, you better go out and go make some bricks. You tripping. I ain't letting these people go. You crazy? I let these people go. All other nations go come up on me. Do you think I'm that stupid? That's what Pharaoh was saying to Moses. He was not even trying to entertain that thought. The same scenario is playing out right down to this very day. The same scenario. In order for Judah to help his brother, Judah, well, when I say Judah, I'm speaking about the Judeans in the States. In order for us to assist our brothers and sisters, yeah, we can do our best here. But when you really want strength, you need to exit out of Babylon, be on your own continent, and you're going to have a whole lot more strength to speak up for your brothers and sisters globally. Is that a strong possibility with the Most High? And that's all it is. It's just a food for thought. Food for thought. Because right now, the way they are behaving, like I spoke yesterday, this man, this world, they know exactly. I mean, Sister Cross, it's there. I mean, the spirit is there. The Most High is not going to be putting his spirit up on us, just be putting something up on us and expect us to just sit there and don't say nothing. No, we're going to feel something. We're going to feel a judgment going across the board. And that's what these brothers and sisters are talking about. They're talking about this feeling, this judgment spirit. Shalom, Sister Melody, that's floating around in the air. He's waking us up to, he's letting you know. You think he's going to let them know, like the Most High told, he told Moses, go in there and speak to Moses. But he said, I'm going to leave him around so that he gonna know my power. He's going to know who I am, because he think he's a god. Does not these people on this continent, excuse me, walk around with an air as if they are a god? That's what they're doing. It's just like that's their MO. They feel you can't touch me. They speak as if I don't have no repercussions on my speech. That's how they move about. When I say brothers and sisters, there's a spirit. They walk right to the door, open it up, and shut the door right behind them, thinking they walking into a mansion. That's what this nation, I'm not talking about the world right now. I'm not even speaking of nowhere close to it. Now, but don't get me wrong. This nation has its foot or hands in many parts of the world. It does. So wherever its hand or its residue is sitting or has been placed, it's going to the judgment is part of that network. Wherever the mother is sitting at, her children is going to get it too. And I don't care. And truthfully, it could be a newborn. There could be a newborn birth of a nation. It's going to get it. It's going to get it. Now, can you imagine? No, you don't even have to imagine this, brothers and sisters. When the Most High was telling the Israelites, go into this particular city, devote everything to destruction. The Most High said everything. Man, woman, child. Everything. The gold, the silver, devoted to destruction. Everything they touched, the Most High considered it or deemed it unclean. Brothers and sisters. This is what the Most High told the Israelites. This is what he told the Israelites that they must do. Can you imagine his people going into a city? All right, the men, the women, you look at their children, oh, little big old brown eyes. I'm not being funny now. But who are you going to obey? When the Most High said devote everything to destruction, like I was saying yesterday, brothers, it's that bloodline the Most High is looking at. It's that bloodline. It is absolutely contaminated. So when he says devoted to destruction, he means devote everything to destruction. Things that they touch, they infected that. He did not want the gold. He did not want the silver because he knew that it has been contaminated. So I know you're looking at it and I know what you're thinking. So what about the gold here? The gold, silver, and things in the United States? It's because we here in captivity. That's the difference. Israel was sent to different cities, sent to different towns to devote it to destruction. We was scattered worldwide. We were scattered worldwide. And like I said, brothers and sisters, this is just food for thought. Or what we could say, what if? Is this possible? That's it. Shil- Sorry. Shalom, Sister Van P. How you doing this morning? Shabbat Shalom, rather. But this is the thing, brothers. These, now, because I'm going to be slinging back and forth. And you will understand the reason why I keep going back and forth. Now I'm going to go back to the trying to snuff out our voices. Brothers are complaining about what's going on with their channels. They're going up, they're going down, they're losing subscribers. And the fact that they're losing subscribers, somebody's taking the subscribers out. That's what they're doing. And so why is it that they deemed it necessary to do that? Shalom, Pinky D. Shabbat Shalom, rather. Why are they doing these things? And these brothers, they're complaining about it because they're starting to look into it. So, I mean, evidently, they know these people, they speak in truth. And if they keep hearing this truth, they're going to stand. How can we slow them down? Well, the brothers, they just keep on. But they know how they ghosting them, or they made gaslighting. But these are the things that's happening with our people, who is trying to keep our people updated to world events and updated on scriptural prophecies. These brothers, they understand it. They know that. And the thing about it is this to all brothers. When it comes to prophecy coming from brothers, and to some, it may be a battle. It is best that we individually, if we have this issue, pray to the Most High for us to respect our brothers and sisters when they're basing their teaching on scriptures, because this is a lot of us is not used to. We used to somebody else. Speaking of a Gentile, standing at a pulpit and teaching. We got to start respecting our brothers and our sisters now. We do. We got to trust in the Most High that He's talking to His people, through His people, for His people. That's what we will have to really maintain going forward with the strength that is undeniable. Because He's going to speak through His people. He said He's going to have His governors rule over Israel. And those governors are going to come out of Israel. So why do you think He needs to use a nation for the nation to come in and to inform His people? So it is absolutely imperative that we take that to heart. Is to start looking at these brothers and sisters with a great deal of respect, knowing and trusting in the Most High that He is talking through that person to get this information out to all the other brothers and sisters. That's how the Most High is moving. When He started to wake us up, this is how we started. We got to move. And that's where we stand to this day. And excuse me. Now, if we look at this situation of this world, this man has went on a hiatus. I would not be surprised. I mean, some of the stuff that the people putting out is something else. But I would not be surprised if Trump really gets into it. You take him and his little golden hair, put it in a ponytail, and show the world, I'm into it now. I'm working with it. What he has done, brothers and sisters, he has stepped into a judgment that is absolutely undeniable. The things that you say can, what did the scripture say? The scripture says, it's talking about the power of the tongue. It has the sayings of everlasting life or death. Paraphrasing. And he's speaking his words. But at the same time, judgment is a spirit that is like lingering around this nation. Because the Most High said he's going to judge these kings of that nation. He's going to judge the king of that nation. And brothers and sisters, like I said, I do not. Have you, brothers and sisters, heard of anyone that said, yes, I'm going to put my bid in for, what is this? So the next presidency is in what? This is 2025, 2029, 2020, 2020, 30 or something? All right, give or take. I have not seen no one say, yes, I'm going to throw my hat in or whatever. I don't know if it could be too early. I don't know. But I feel that I don't see another president after Trump. I do not. This 10-toe kingdom wants power. It wants power. It wants power like we're ready to leave captivity. That's how strong their desire is. It's looking at them. Brothers and sisters, let's just go back and do it this way. Just to show you the lust for power and position is strong. It is absolutely strong. When we was in the world, when we was still asleep, I got to go back to it. Back in the 90s, we seen the videos, we seen the movies, we seen they showing street life and everything. And we in our minds is that, man, I wouldn't mind having that money they got. I'd be doing the same. I give me some rims, give me a big truck, give me a nice house, and things of that nature. We had all these fleshly ways of thinking about what if I was in that position. And in our mind, we would think, I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to get skunky drunk or whatever. But you entertain that thought with a great deal of zeal, although you may not have never reached that point, but it's just the fact that you thought about it. And if you was in that position to do it, you go try your best to live it out. And we seen people that did it. We seen people that got up to that position, got the money, 300 million, lost it. And some may gain it back, turn back around and lost it. But they had that lust for that position. Brothers and sisters, the same thing is happening right now as we speak. Right now, on the forefront, who's standing there? This nation. This nation is trying to rebuild itself. They came out with their title under Esau, Make America Great Again. They came up with that title. We didn't. We did not come up with that title. They came up with that title. And they still holding on to that title. But you go back into the book of Obadiah, the Most High said, all right, while you're in the middle of building it up, I'm going to tear it down. And at the same time, this is the Most High telling Esau. Now, these 10 toes, these other kingdoms, They want the same. They want that power that the United States got. They lusting after it. They doing the same dumb stuff we did. They putting themselves in a position. Excuse me. Hold on just for a moment. Sorry about that. They had the same desires that we had in the 90s. That was the worst time for us, brothers and sisters, because we walked ourselves into judgment. We walked ourselves into sin. We kept swimming around in a bowl of curses. This is the time we was calling our sisters out their name. This is the time we was calling ourselves out our name. What up, dog? We was calling ourselves some everything. We took everything. We switched words around. We used what's the word? Bad for good, good for bad. We did all of those things. And and do you know, brothers and sisters, that was prophesied that we was going to do that. We did just that. We dictated the slang. We did. What's up, Cat Daddy? What's up, dog? We did that, Isreal. It was prophesied that we was going to do that. Now, since we done passed that, we woke now. We woke. So these 10 toes kingdom, they're looking at the United States. And they really, truthfully, brothers and sisters, they're putting themselves mentally in a position. And in order for them to be in that position, guess who got to fall? Yeah. If you want to talk about one of your boys in the hustle gang, he'll play that role. Oh, dog, I got nothing but love for you, dog. I got you. I got your back, dog. And a lot of you brothers and sisters know exactly what I'm talking about. They be the main ones plotting behind your back and will put things in motion. When I say when they put things in motion, they want this, they want their plot to work seamlessly without make sure that all the knots are laid down, that everybody knows his or her part to play. What position where you're supposed to be here, you're supposed to be there. They doing the same thing, brothers and sisters. The 10-toe kingdom has already got themselves in place. They want that. They want this position of power with the wild beast. They want it like yesterday. But now, the one that they claim and say, hey, I got your back. I got your back. I got your back. They claiming this. And they moving themselves in it. And now they go be your top dog. You need me to do what? I need for you to go over there and take that nation out. Oh, no problem. I go by there and do it. I take care of it. And they go take care of it. This world walked itself into a judgment. And this is how it's going down. Yes, they're going to get their support in whatever this nation do. And all this paperwork signing and things, they got their back. They got their back. Trust and believe they do. They got their back. We have the support of this here. We have the support of that. Look at the arrogance, brothers. Look at the arrogance of this nation and understand their walk. They walking about as if, pimp, you can't touch me. I am untouchable. It's walking with all of his, he don't even call them bodyguards. He does not call them bodyguards. These my dogs, my boys. And while you walking around, minding your business and doing what you want to do, it's those same 10 boys that's standing right behind you, ready to devour you. You already got your back turned towards them. This is the judgment of this system, brothers and sisters, when it's all over said and done. This is the judgment of this system. They are in a judgment position. Period. They're going to be turned on. But right now, the arrogance is so overwhelming that they can't see. They cannot see it. They cannot see what's about to happen to them. Yeah, we may see something that can be damaging to us. That is the actions of this nation and things of that nature. But when these 10 toes turn on this nation, it's going to get everybody's attention. I don't even think they're gonna have enough time to just say, hey, we can't move on these people. This nation is going down. And if we did, brothers and sisters, the moment the Most High allows us to come out of the captivity, that's the moment this nation is going to get stomped. We're the only reason why this nation is still standing. We are the only reason this nation has not had a mass is because we are still here. Everything is about us. This little small group of, I'm not going to use that, Israelites that was taken into captivity. Because I tell you, and I'm still kind of bent upon what I learned about on Gates of Holder. That right there just threw me for a thorough loop, rather. That's what it did. And I don't know, you brothers and sisters went and checked out that sister's live that day, but I tell you, you will come to understand now. You understand their movement now and how they move. And they always fighting. If they got to fight one another, they're going to do it. They always fighting. And they go see things that's not there. They want to take it. That's their MO. The 10 Toes Kingdom is doing things according to their bloodline. Whether it be brother, mother, father, sister. If your mama got this type of power and they want it, I got to figure out how to take my mama out. I got to get I got to have that position. That's their bloodline, brothers. That's their bloodline. And I know some of that stuff happening within Israel, but guess what, though? The Most High didn't play that. He does not play that. He dealt with his people on doing that dumb stuff. Absalom came up against his father David. David did not want to take his son out because he loved him. But his armament, they're like, no, you very well know this boy needs to be dealt with. And that was death. Absalom got so beside himself, he got him. It was ridiculous, and he did something that Satan do right down to this day. Absalom used his beauty. He used his beauty against the people to draw them in. Satan does the same thing. But if you really want a movie, cologne, whatever, you got to make sure you throw sex in there. You got to make sure these people look good. You got to make sure they look sexy. This is Satan's system. Everything is built upon what they see. And if what they see is pleasing to the flesh, oh yeah, they're gonna put it out there. They're going to put it out there. Absalom did the same thing. So then when David's army went for where he was at, they went after him. Absalom was trying to get away on a mule. And he got his head caught and in between a V-line tree branch. He got caught, couldn't get out. And that's how he met up with his demise. The army got up, caught up with him, and they just stabbed him all over his body. The Most High, when he put people in place, brothers and sisters, he put people in place, and it's just like King David is one that you really have to look at. Because when King David was fleeing Samuel, what was it, Samuel Saul? I'll be getting the names mixed up. But anyway, because out of jealousy, he was trying to kill David. He was. But David refused to touch the anointed of the Most High. He refused to do that. You want to talk about loyalty? David was that person. And I know some of you may think, well, David did this and that. After David died, the Most High came right back. And he put his stamp of approval upon David. And he said, told Solomon, my loyal servant David is dead. That right there is a done deal, brothers and sisters. You cannot sit up here and cross that ever again. The Most High already spoke about it. He says, loyal servant David. Shalom, brother Kenneth. Shabbat shalom, rather, brother. This is where we stand right down to this very day, brothers and sisters. The 10 toes want that power. They lusting after the power. We are literally witnessing judgment at its finest. This is what we're standing at. The arrogance, brothers and sisters, it is a false flag arrogance, but they can't see it. We're going to start hearing things. We're going to start seeing things. And you're going to we will literally see the rise of 10 different kingdoms. 10. Now, mind you, we are not part of those 10. We're not. We are a kingdom of our own. And they are fighting already on what they kicking out France. They don't want no dealings with the West. You got two different things, you got two different kingdoms already in place that's like giving birth. There are two different kingdoms that are coming out at the same time. They just got to get rid of two got to get rid of one. These two kingdoms got to get rid of one. It ain't the fact that we working hand in hand and doing a kumbaya. Let's not get that twisted. That's one thing we're not doing. This is not a kumbaya moment. Now, because we Israel, we stand off by ourselves. They will do their thing because they're working up under who? Satan. We live our lives up under Yah. Period. There's no joint venture at all. The only thing we have in our mind is this: we need to get away from this kingdom. We need to cut ties with this kingdom. The 10 toes is like they got ties with the kingdom. Shalom, brother David. Brother Dave, Shabbat Shalom, brother. This is what we stand. We're set apart. Although we may have the same mindset to a degree, but no, whatever they plot, we do not sit at the same table. Their judgment is here. It is absolutely here. The arrogance, this boastful speech is a joke. It sounds horrifying, and to think long term, oh, he going back in time on civil rights and all that stuff, and like our people saying, we fought to get this stuff here, we fought to do this here, we fought. The Most High is allowing this man to do that, brothers. He's allowing them to do this. You know why? We have to keep this in mind. The Most High said, I am the only one who can heal you. All he wants us to do is look to him. But what they put on a piece of paper, and then let's not, brothers and sisters, that is an absolute false sense of security when it's all over said and done. That's all it was. Oh, we gonna let blacks and white go to school together, which was the worst thing that ever could happen. That was the worst thing that ever happened. All of these things in this system that we got ourselves intertwined with, now it's the time. No, that thread, it needs to be cut and unwoven. Israel. That's what it needs to be done. It needs to be done. What we think that our forefathers went out here and fought for, brothers and sisters, that was just something temporary. That's all it was. It served its purpose. Now the Most High is letting you know, you go start to rely upon me. I allowed you to see these things. I allowed you to feel these things. Now you're going to have to start feeling me. I'm that one who's going to save you, not this piece of paper that Esau said what he promised to do. Esau's a liar. And the father of the lie is Satan. So what type of promise do you think we're going to get out of this system, Israel? The only promise that you can get that go hold weight is coming from the Most High. It is absolutely impossible for him to lie. The rest of them, they can lie within a drop of a dime and without missing a stride. And at the same time, will look good telling a lie. On a six-pack, chest, goatee, smooth skin, whatever, they will look good when they tell that lie, just to deceive you. This is the system in which we live in. And that is how far they will go to maintain a lie. This stuff is absolutely real when it comes to this judgment and how they're getting down. These people are on a whole different ball game. They're moving at a different beat because now they smelling, they seeing, they want this position that this nation has. This is a birth of the 10-toe kingdom. They want that position. They plot day and night for that position. The scripture says it. that they're going to rule for like 1 hour with the wild beasts. That's what the scripture says. And they're going to do what they're going to do. We, on the other hand, need to be paying attention to our surroundings, our understanding, and moving with our people. Although we may be in captivity, brothers and sisters, that don't mean that we got to be separated with being in captivity. As a matter of fact, that's the time you need to come together. That's the time in which we need to come together. This here nonsense going back and forth. Oh no, that's old news. That is absolutely old news. The introduction to judgment started. It has started. This bloodline that has this lust for power, that's going to be, that blood must be spilled. That's one thing about that. When that 10 toes gets to that point, that 10 to blood will be spilled, Israel. Oh, I'm talking about the system, rather. Blood will be spilled. And that's because they want this power of what this nation, and then too at the same time now, brothers, let's understand this. The power of the United States, it's all over this world. So just imagine this 10-toe kingdom, these kingdoms already got their heads set. You know, I can take over this kingdom over here. I can get this kingdom over here. I can have this kingdom over here. They already divvying up the destruction of this country. They already got it mapped out, brothers. It is absolutely mapped out. And it's according to the Most High's will. But one thing they do not have mapped out is us. That's one thing they do not have mapped out. We're not part of their plans. We're not. We must stay alert in accordance to the scriptures. Because the scriptures, that the Most High cannot lie, Israel. If he gives us a warning, let us take it. Put ourselves in a position to this warning. And this is not about who is the greatest among us. We all are just brothers and sisters when it's all over said and done. And we worshiping one creator, one Elohim. That's our path, that's our march. And it should be our goal. Satan in this system, this is his system. We're about to come about out of it. We are about to come out of it. I mean, if you look at the stuff that's happening in, like I said, especially in West Africa, and excuse me, it would appear that, excuse me, that it is the residue of the atmosphere of West Africa is gradually making its way towards East Africa. That's what I'm seeing. If you go through the news feed and things of that nature, because they're not playing with it. It's like there's a strength, a spiritual strength that the brothers on the continent are maintaining, and it's getting stronger. That's that building of two nations. All right, then I'm gonna be partly strong, partly weak. Period. But they want that power. They lusting after that power. And I mean, truthfully, brothers and sisters, I would not be surprised if one of those kingdoms just moved ahead, because this thing and the rest of the kingdoms are moving slow because they want that power. They just might jump the gun. That's what they just might do, is jump the gun. Just to get their lust satisfied. Because they're looking at the power, the prestige. That's all they want. And they're going to do it. They're going to do it. They are going to do it. Because we have a promise of the Most High of saying, hey, this is what the world is going to do. Brothers and sisters, we are being put in a position right now. We are being put in a position right now to prepare ourselves for these things. This is an absolute warning. Although it's talking about kingdom, the destruction of a kingdom, still, this is a position that we need to start playing. We know what's going to happen. The Most High told us, his people, you will no longer be in the back. You will go into the front. But in order for you to maintain the front, you need to have wisdom. You need wisdom to maintain that front. Where do that wisdom come from? It comes from the Most High. The Most High you're just not going to sit there and just stand in the front, dumb as a doorknob. You're not going to stand there in front of the world and stuttering. Can't read. Can't count. You're not going to stand and represent the Most High like that. It's all common sense. He is preparing us to get ourselves together. Open up your mind. Quit thinking low of yourself. Yes, we got, brothers, yes, we got slapped down. We did. We got slapped down. We was taking, you want to talk about taking advantage of? Israel, Judah. Yes, we did. Parents told their kids, you ain't gonna amount to nothing. You ain't worth blank. A lot of us heard that stuff from your own parents and cousins and things of that, your own family. And we ain't even talking about the world. It started with them. Yes, we've been told these things, but the Most High is calling you out of that now. You went through those things. You're done with those things. Now it's time for you to learn from it. And this is where we stand right now. We're standing right now to learn, because the movement of Israel, brothers, we're not standing in the back and we're not in the front. We're outside the line now. We are literally walking towards the front. It's just, what do you want to know about moving to the front? Are you willing to learn how to take the lead? You go put forth an effort to learn in order to maintain this position. Because this position that I'm giving you, you're not going to sit here and be dumb as a doorknob. It's just not going to happen. You go put in some work. You go show some action to who you are. We are a representation of the Most High. That's who we are. We're not going to sit here and look like who done it and what for. If we're going to represent our Heavenly Father, you better bring it. You best bring your A game. You best bring your A game. That's all he is grooming us for right down to this very day. Is to represent him amongst the world. This is the reason why I'm saying, brothers, let's not be fighting over some crazy stuff. This this world is it's large, extremely large. Who in their right mind want to fight over that? We're not like the world. Because when it's all over said and done, all glory and praise go to the Most High, not to any other man. We're here to do his will, not ours. Whatever your will is, you better make sure it's done in your own house, with your own kids, with your own family, but not with the Most High. Because what you're talking about don't mean a hill of beans. This is the position. This is the way we are walking right now, brothers and sisters. This is the reason why I'm saying, all right, brothers, let's talk about finances. We've been we've been lied to and things of that nature. We done with that. All right. How should this move? We learned that. We move with knowledge. We move with a sense of wanting to know more. And matter of fact, you're going to have some brothers and sisters who are going to have that gift. They're going to have that gift of knowing, hey, you can do this here. But if you this here on this dividend and you do this, they're going to have that gift. Respect the brother who has the gift. We are being moved into position. And you may have a brother, brothers, you may have, shoot your brother. Let me just do it this way. Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, you got Brother Dave. Brother Dave is not money savvy. He's not money savvy at all. He's not. And so let's say he's not money savvy. All right, no problem. So they find his brother who is money savvy, Brother Kenneth. That man know how to flip a dollar 30 times over. He just got a gift of just flipping that dollar 30 times over. And he's known for it. Brother Dave is not known for that. So they said, all right, let's get Brother Kenneth to do this here. All right, no problem. Now, but Brother Kenneth do not have a gift in organizing, maintaining an organization. He don't have that gift, but he got that gift of knowing how to flip that money. But Brother Dave do. He know how to, he can flip. No, he know how to keep people together. He knows exactly how to keep people together. Most I said, all right, put Dave over here. Dave, you have this. You have all of these people up under your jurisdiction. You the governor. Brother Kenneth, you're working as his advisor on moving money around. That's how the Most High works. The people you may think that is just trying to put over somebody else, the Most High don't work that way. He put people where they belong because he knows the gift that he put in individuals. And let us continue to move in that same direction, brothers and sisters. We're not trying to sit up here and say, Brother Kenneth trying to get over Brother Dave. Brother Dave is trying to get over Brother Kenneth. No, the Most High will put us in our position, and we need to play that position for his glory. And that's when it's all over said and done. Now, yeah, our people fought over position. This is not that time. You're not going to fight on no position. You're not going to be fighting on no position because the most the sooner he puts you there, the quicker he can take you out. It's just how fast the Most High move. He does not play. This is the time where he's putting all of us into position. That's brothers and sisters. Everybody is going to play their part to the T. And it's all about us respecting our brothers and our sisters to their position, because it's working for the glorification of the Most High. The world is doing its doing. They're working for their own position. Our movement is for the Most High. That's who it is for. You're going to see brothers who you may think that don't mean a hill of beans. But the Most High know exactly who that person is. And he can move that person in this position. And the only thing you can do with that position is sit back and respect it. If you can't respect it, you won't be going up under his rod. Matter of fact, you just may get hit with it and get knocked out of the kingdom. You that rebel. And if you got that rebellious mindset, hang it up. Your days are numbered. We're being warned right now, brothers and sisters. When it's all over said and done, this is absolutely a warning of things to come. That's all it is. A warning of things to come. We know exactly where we stand right now. We're seeing a world that is under judgment. That's a given. This system, this world is under, this nation is under judgment. This is what they did. This is why they stand. They are under judgment. I'm not talking about the world. This nation, this is going to happen to this nation before Armageddon. This nation has an invitation of destruction from the Most High of how they treated us. This is where we stand. We're seeing what's happening. We're seeing everything playing out in order. This place is the one that's under judgment. And like I said, brothers and sisters, it has a lot of hubs globally. There's a lot of hubs to this nation. Africa is one that's kicking them out. Think about that for a moment, brothers. They are literally kicking out the residue of the West. Now, how they will work that out with Southern Africa, it remains to be seen. But I'll tell you one thing: that scene is not hard. It is not. It is as if it ain't the fact that it cannot be done. Matter of fact, it can be done very swiftly. Within a snap of a finger, it can be done. The separation of Yah's what Yah said it was Yah's lands, that can be straightened out so quick. It is unbelievable. It is not unthinkable. It can be done. The arrogance of nations. When I said the arrogance of nations, you got two nations rather. Two nations went and literally took their nationality and said, bam, this is our land in Africa. The arrogance. The Most High just sitting there looking at them and say, you did and you don't even realize it. But this is what these nations have done. They came in there and said, bam, this is mine. You got some countries out there teaching our people Mandarin. That's like an Asian language. That's disrespectful. That's what that is. You know, without looking at it, yeah. You don't see the Most High getting all ramped up about it. He knows everything. I can use my people to take care of that. in one day. One day. Brothers and sisters, can you all not see what's on the road, up the road, in front of your face? It's the birth of nations. You got the 10 toes, and you got one that is of Israel. Bam, that's all we are. While we may be in the wilderness, we still coming together in the wilderness. We are. We're still coming together in the wilderness. You all have your rebels. They're going to get dealt with. But the nation is still going to be building itself. Well, some of us are going to be up out in judgment. You're not going to stop what the Most High said what's going to take place. You're going to be healed at the same time while in the wilderness. All of this can take place all at one time, brothers and sisters. While we're getting ourselves together as a nation, the 10 toes are going to be building itself up too now. Let's not get it twisted or misunderstood. They're going to be building themselves up because eventually, after the 1,000-year reign, they're going to come back and do another attack. Because Satan is going to go out to the four corners of the earth to mislead those nations to come up against us for one final time. Now, mind you, when I say the four corners of the earth, Judah will not be there any longer. He's going to those four corners of the earth for all the other nations. Judah will be in one place as one nation. That's where Judah will be. That's scriptural. That is scriptural. This nation is speaking their arrogance right now. The arrogance is has placed them on a road, and that road has judgment written down. Call it a golden road of judgment. They walking on it, got the diamonds all on the side, platinum intertwined in it. The road of judgment look good, and that's how you fool them. That's how you trick them into it. All they got to do is look good to them. That is Satan's MO. It's looks. This is it, brothers. You're right, Sister Cross. Yes. This is a healing moment, and our complete healing is going to be when all of Judah or Israel is on that one continent. That's scriptural. But the spiritual healing, and to a degree, the spiritual healing is taking place right now. For us to be awakened, that's a healing. The healing has started. The healing has started. Just to be awakened from the Most High, that's a miracle. Off the top, that is a miracle. Shalom, Brother Robert. That is a miracle, brothers. We could have went on through life like the world told us. You come from slavery. Bam, that's it. That's the beginning of it, and that's the end of it. We could have been those people, brothers. We could have been those people with that limited information. We will be still around here trying to figure out, who are we? We got to be more than just slaves. But the Most High has given us the privilege the privilege of giving us the information to who we are. Now he's literally, he is absolutely, literally taking us out of line of being behind, well, I ain't gonna say behind the class. We was behind, we was behind all nations. He's lifting us up because the nation didn't even know we stood there because we was on the ground. That's how low we was at, brothers. We was on the ground. We was in the dirt. We was in the mud. So he stand up. So we started to stand. Dirty, filthy, whatever you want to call it. Needing a washing. But he told us to stand up. Dirt and all. And we stood up at the back of the line, Israel. This is what we stood up at. So the nations turn around and look at us with disgust. They turn around and look at us in disgust. You know, we dusting ourselves off, whatever mud we need to go. We're trying our best because we don't have the water right now. We don't have the water to wash ourselves off, to cleanse ourselves up. But the Most High said, hey, I need for you all to step out of line now. Step out this line to your right and follow me. That's all he said. Follow me. So what do? We organize our dusty, dirty selves. And he said, follow me. We hop out of line. Everybody, kids and all. Mothers, fathers, boom. Grandmothers, grandfathers, boom. Everybody standing up to the side. And he says, follow me. So he started to walk. We started to follow. And the more we followed him, the more mud, dirt fell off of us. The more we continue to follow, the cleaner we become. That's all he said, brothers. The Most High said, follow me. He knew you was dirty. He knew you was filthy. He just told us, follow me. That was it. As long as we continue to follow the Most High, trust and believe, he's going to clean us up as we go. We just need to maintain that faith in him. And while we're walking, now mind you now, we start to look at these nations. The nations start to look at us. Don't get me wrong. Now, when we first started, the nation was like looking at us like, oh my goodness, these so filthy people. This is what the nation is saying now. Not recognizing. The further we get, the further we keep on going and we fall under the Most High. Their demeanor is changing. Their demeanor is changing. I mean, yeah, we changing too, but their demeanor is changing. They starting to recognize, wait a minute, are not these people becoming cleaner right before our eyes? Right as we are seeing them, they starting to recognize something now. You're starting to see that hate started to fall off now. That hate that they have, that disgust that they had for us is dying off. It's dying off. The more they see us, the more they hear us, they started to recognize something. These people are different. These people came out of the trenches, the mud, the dirt, whatever you want to call it. This is where they come from, and this is how they only went 12 feet and they clean like this. The world is starting to recognize it's something about these people. And now they recognize the people that's in the line. Those in the nation, all of the nations are in this line. And they're starting to recognize something. Wait a minute. I want to go with these people. Their Elohim told them, just follow me. And this is how they come up. I want to go with those people. Brothers and sisters, it seems like this is what's being played out right now, right as we speak. They're noticing some things about us. They are noticing it. And the longer we stay obedient to the Most High and continue to walk behind Him, the more we stand out. The more we stand out. This is not that far-fetched thinking. This is a reality, brothers and sisters. This is not an example. This is real life. You got some Gentiles that's seeing this. You got some Gentiles who's, these people here, those are the Israelites. You want to, you look at you look at some of the old videos. And I mean, you got some Gentiles out here telling people, these people are these people in the Bible. They're seeing the dirt, the mud. They seeing the cleansing of a people, put it that way. That's what they're witnessing. That's what they are witnessing. We just need to stay in line. We need to stay in our lane while we getting cleaned. Period. This is how we should be looking at it, brothers and sisters. The world is going to do what it's going to do. Now, Shalom, Sister DB. This is where we stand. This is how our movement is right now. The Most High said He was going to come and get His people. And now, did He fall short? Not one red cent. Because when the nation, although, let's just say right now, it's few that's recognizing who we are, but they do recognize that we are out of the line. We are out of the line, and we are following the Most High. That's what this is happening right now. It's happening right now. We're in a privileged position, brothers and sisters. We are in a very privileged position. The thing is, we got to go through the bumps and the bruises. We got to go through it. The things of what this nation is speaking, it's a fear tactic, brothers and sisters. When it's all over said and done, the Most High took you out the line. He took you from off the ground, being in the back of the line, raised you up, got you out the line to follow me. And yes, you want to see some. You want to see some that's in line. And you go see some of the nation reach outside that line and take one of our brothers or sisters' lives. We yelling to the Most High, hey, they doing something to one of our brothers and sisters. The Most High said, follow me. But He keeps moving. We keep walking. Our brother and sister, they felt it. They felt that, they was taken out. You're going to have that. You're going to have that. The Most High knows exactly what He's doing. And those people that did took our brothers and sisters' lives, the Most High already got them on radar. They've already been judged. They have been judged. He said, be in fear of the one who can destroy both body and soul. What they doing? They just attacked the flesh. That's all they did. The Most High, He has the power of resurrection. He is the life. He knows exactly how to bring His servants, your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your baby boy. He knows how to do this. But the more we continue to follow Him, that becomes more of a reality. We just got to keep on going. We do. Trusting Him and following Him it's going to be a must. We're going to experience. Do I need to tell you that we're going to experience some discomfort, hurt? Yes, we're going to. We're going to experience that. We are that one nation that can speak for generations of hurt, disappointment, trials, tribulations. We are that generation, Israel. That's who we are. And now we know where we came from. We seen when the Most High started to raise His people. We witnessed that. We know where we was at in life. We know how the depths of the dirt that we was in, and how the Most High said, get up and follow me. We witnessed that. Our forefathers didn't. We did. We are the ones who can speak about this is how low Israel went. You think you did this here and there? Okay, fine. You were disobedient. But we the one who caught the judgment of your disobedience. This is what, Father, you put us through for your disobedience. Going against the Most High. We had to go through it. We had to go through it. But one thing about it, brothers and sisters, is this. We appreciate it now. We appreciate the position that we are in. We know exactly what we left. What we left behind is what we do not want to move forward in ever again. That's the whole purpose of cleansing. When the Most High tells us to follow Him, we follow Him. So we're getting further and further and further. And now we're starting to see things a whole lot clearer. We get to a position up under the Most High, standing before the Most High and looking back down at the world. This is the position of Yasharel, Israel. This is the position that He says, that He prophesied, is where you're going to be standing at. You're going to appreciate where you came from in order to know where you're going and how you're going to stand in it. Every last one of Israel will know, hey, this is where we came from. We're not going back down that road. We're not even trying to entertain what our forefathers did. We're not even trying to bring that back up on the Most High because we do not want his displeasure ever again. This is the privilege of the position that we stand in right down to this very day. It's to knowing that we are in a privileged position because you know the end results of it. The arrogance that this world is talking about, brothers and sisters, yeah, it's concerning. It is absolutely concerning. And especially when it's dealing with our brothers and sisters. Because trust and believe, when we see a brother on TV and we're seeing how they mistreat him, there's that effect. It goes, it's like we feel everything that brother's going through, that brother or sister. But yeah, brothers and sisters. If you, if it gets to, I mean, brothers, we can see some things that they did to our brothers and sisters. I mean, it's like a shock wave. It's like we feel it. George Floyd went international. International. We felt that as a nation. If you want to talk about black people, I'm going to say black people, good night. When I say black people, brothers and sisters, you know, I tell you, let me shut up. Israel. That was one time we had one mindset. We had one mindset globally. Think about that for a moment, brothers and sisters. We had a one-minded mindset. You, the world, no, y'all niggas and took this to a whole different level. And we showed our frustration. Think about that for a moment. If you want to talk about fear of a world, George Floyd, what happened to that brother brought that onto the world. It did. Just think about it now. And when I say, you say George Floyd, I don't care what language you speaking in Africa. They go, oh yeah, George Floyd, yeah. They go understand George Floyd. That was one of the most fearful times for this world. Do you know why, brothers and sisters? Do you know why that was one of the most fearful times for this world? For however how long. There was one time we came together and we didn't even recognize it on a spiritual level, that is. If we would have took that incident and flipped it to the spiritual side, if we was woke like we are woke right now, that incident would have turned into a witness. If we was woke during that time, it would have turned out for a witness globally. That would have been a blow to the devil. That within itself would have been a blow to the devil. Brothers on this Shabbat, I tell you. We're not going to have a true Shabbat until we are out of captivity. We're not. These people, this political arena or system is gearing these people up for a cleansing. Truthfully, that's what they really doing it. It's clear. It's getting themselves ready for a cleansing. The arrogance of this nation is a false flag attempt, and they feeling strong on it. By the time they want to get ready to think that they're going to strike us, the Most High has everything already in place. He got a nation that wants this power of this country. He knows exactly what to put in front of them to divert them from even touching us. And now, mind you, now I'm not saying that we're not going to be going through some type of trials and tribulations. I'm not saying that, brothers. But the Most High knows exactly how to save His people. If you're in some type of what do you want to call it? Some type of camp, so be it. We must continue to follow the Most High. That's what we must do. Always finding ourselves in prayer and keeping with our brothers and sisters. Sister Kathy said this. Sister Monica said this. We're going to need something bad to happen in order for us to come together. It is. Something bad is going to happen. And it's going to get our attention, and it's going to move us to, I got to go find my people. I got to be around my people. I remember when I was a child, or a teenager. I was a teenager. And there was this commercial that came on, coming on TV. And it was the guys. Shalom, Sister Kathy. Amen. You having a difficult time breathing, Sister Kathy? You have my prayer, sister. I mean, take care of yourself now. um, You drinking a hot tea, Sister Kathy? Like, yeah. I mean, if you can, I know this one sister. But she had asthma. She was having an asthma attack, and yeah, and she ran out of with her little inhaler. It went empty, so they called an ambulance and everything. I went to the bathroom and let the water run, hot water. I let the water run because I knew it get hot. It get hot, worse than coffee. And so I got her a cup of that hot water, took it back out to her. I said, you ain't even have to blow on this, but you can just sip on this. And so what she did was, I kid you not, brothers and sisters, she started sipping on the hot water, and she she started breathing. She literally started breathing again. And she said, Mike, all it took was some hot water. Took some hot water. Now, mind you, that hot water was temporary, because when she felt that she would stop, she had difficult times breathing again. She knew she had to go drink some more hot water until she got to her inhaler. Yeah, brothers. I mean, we bombarded with a lot of things. It's a whole lot of stuff that's going out. They got in this world and things of that nature. It's going to mess with us. And trust and believe there's some things that these people got out there against us. They do. They have it out there. And those days of talking about, oh, you are a conspiracy and all that. No, the conspiracy is turning out to be true. Yes. These doctors, they know it. They know it. And so, I mean, yes. Well, you find yourself in a position if you don't have an inhaler. I wouldn't do coffee because coffee is caffeine. Um, Tea without caffeine or hot water or something, yes. You just want that steam, truthfully, in your lungs to open up your lungs because it's inside is inflamed. And that's the thing. But I hope you feel better, Sister Kathy. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Sister Melody, they gonna call you they gonna call you some conspiracy theorists. Now they have a totem. They got them on a totem pole now. They have them on a. They put them here. Oh no, he's telling brothers and sisters before all of this stuff with Trump and he's signing off on all this stuff. What was happening in the world? We had the drones that fell off. Ain't nobody talking about the drones no more. Mm, the orbs that fell off. Hmm. That's okay. Hmm. Says you don't find too many people down in the southern states dealing with asthma. Now, if you want to talk about you know inhalers and everything, yeah, you need to go. We need Chicago, please. But now, if you start having that stuff down here, now you got to start asking yourself questions. These chemtrails and things of that nature. A lot of these companies went out of business. So what's going to be the excuse now? A lot of these companies that's or is pumping all these chemicals into the air, they're out of business. All these companies are supposed to be shut down right by now. So where's all this stuff coming from? Where's it still coming from? It's this is this old world. A lot of respiratory system distress systems are affecting a lot more people. Mm. Like I was telling you, brothers, about diabetes. Mm. Yeah, sis, I'm telling you. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, a mysterious. Oh, that's another thing, Sister Melody. You had the what do you call those things? The drones. Then you had the mystery fog. What happened to that stuff? What happened to it? It just fell off the news. Everybody was talking about these things. Then Trump comes into office. He starts signing off. Brothers and sisters, this stuff is nothing but a distraction. If we sit down and we just start to put things in place, because I'm telling you, I've been back for what 3 weeks, maybe going on 4. Yeah, wait a minute. Yeah, right. I am going on 4 weeks, a month. I've been battling this cold since I've been here. Since I've been here. I'm. Mm-mm. I done sit here and walk myself into a death trap. And I ain't gonna say a death trap, but I ain't never had a cold like this. Keep going on and on. And it's not as bad as it used to be, but it is what it is. Got my voice sound like I'm gargling nails. That's crazy. Mm-mm. But all of this stuff, this fog, drones, all this stuff. Now all of us. I ain't gonna say all of a sudden. Now it's ain't nobody talking about it. They got new. They got new news to talk about. You got the arrogance of a nation that's speaking now. And brothers and sisters, truth be told, you remember about I was talking to you, brothers and sisters, about uh, let me see. Let's say this. I can't call it out. Wait, you all remember the movie They Cloned Tyrone, right? So you remember I was talking about that and I used olive oil and Brutus for this particular chicken company. Brothers and sisters, the same type of chemicals they use against us, they can spray that stuff in the air over a people just to get them to fight. Everything about Esau and these fallen angels is always about fighting. It's always about fighting. You you can go on to these and look at the movies, and it's always somebody gonna be having a gun, standing there looking sexy, holding the gun. Everything is about fighting, and they putting it in the air. If they got a chemical that can get you to fighting, trust and believe, they will put it out there. Fighting and confusion. They will do it. Now, just think about this though for a moment. We know that they're able to, put these chemicals in the air. You could be sleeping, minding your business. You could be asleep, minding your business, and they got these planes flying around at night. You're not paying attention. You sleep. And this is just a high probability, what I'm speaking. They can have that chemical flying around. Boom. You get up in the morning, whatever the situation. You think your day is just going, as normal. Now, these people can get behind a podium and speak some words or show some video to get you to react the way they want you to react. Ooh, brother Dave, hold on, brother. Hold on, brother. Are you talking about the what do they call it? The Hutus and the Hutus and the Hutus and the who was the other group? Mm, yeah. Are you speaking about the incident back in the 90s, brother Dave? I forgot the name of the group. It was two the Tutsies. That's who. That's it. The Hutus and the Tutsies. What makes you think that they won't do that again, brothers? I mean, the thing about it is we built different. We're built different. We are. Yes, he did. Mm, mm, mm. I seen that, brother, and I followed that. It was a lot of blood spilled. Guess who was responsible for that? And then they, just like the devils that they be, just like the devil that they be, they slithered away as if they didn't have nothing to do with it. France, Britain, all of them was in it. All of them. But blood was spilled. Blood was spilled. I mean, brother, if y'all went and seen some of those videos, thing, man, please. What makes you think that those nations are not going to be judged? And it's as if they're trying to get that started here, not with black on black. No, mm-mm. It would appear to me that there's going to be a color barrier because you already got the person in power to speak these things without saying these things. And like I said, he can speak these things without saying these things. That's what he has been doing. And he put himself under judgment. You're going to see a lot more brothers and sisters come up on a channel and start, we're in time of judgment. This is it. This is the judgment, because the Most High has put their spirit out there for us to feel it, for us to speak about these things. It's out here. Brothers and sisters, this nation is under judgment. Period. He's going to speak some things. His people, they're going to react on some things. We're going to see some things. We want to hear about some brothers and sisters coming up on some things. We're going to hear it, brothers and sisters. You want to talk about a George Floyd? This here is going to surpass George Floyd. We need to have ourselves mentally, spiritually, and physically prepared. They speaking these things. We're going to need to know how we need to move. We're not ignorant of their design. We're not. We've seen what they have done and can do. But we're not trying to entertain that fear, though. That's one thing we're not trying to entertain, is that fear. Those days are done and gone. These are some serious times to which we are walking and living in. They went out here and turned over a new leaf. That's what they have done. And we are under obligation for each and every last one of our brothers and sisters to be on the watch. If we hear something, we say something. We see something, we talk about it. This is where we're moving at right now. This is not that, brothers, I tell you the truth. In order for us to wake up, I ain't gonna say that. It would appear, or it would seem, that, Sister Monica, I think they more so they did get to both sides. That's true. But I think they got more so to the Houthis. But you know what, Sister Monica? They had me pissed at, I was pissed at the right people. Because I knew that the nations was involved in that. I knew it. And then you start seeing all our brothers and sisters' body, and you think it was a mountain. You would literally think it was a mountain, Sister Monica. It was a mountain, all right. A mountain of our brothers and sisters buried up under all that dirt. And that's how it became a mountain. The grave was deep. That grave was deep. But the blood that was spilled must be paid for. Must be paid for. Shabbat Shalom, royal priesthood. That's what happened. Now, if we take that, Sister Monica, if we take that and we go back in history and look at what France did, and you know they had the United States hand in it, because when they was asking the United States to go over there and help out, they kept on dragging their feet. They never did. And if they did, they just sent some lawyers But they got that nonsense started. They the one who did that. They have a habit, and it was a demonic habit that they go in and start stuff, and then boom, they jet, they out. Yep, they are in everything. Now, Sister Monica, I don't know if you did. Did you go and see Sister Gates of Hilda? Did you go in there and check that? I'm telling you, that right there woke me up to a whole lot of stuff. Now I understand a lot more than I did at first about their bloodline and why you see all of these Gentiles. Oh, Sister Monica, nuh-uh. Go check it out, Sister Monica. I'm serious. You go come back like, bro, oh no. You go come back with a whole, no, sis. I'm telling you, you listen to these Gentiles explain who they are and when their bloodline and who came from what, who did this. You gonna understand this. Who's telling these people this? And it leads right back to the fallen angels. It's real. Now, I mean, at the same time, Sister Monica, you will really you will come to appreciate why the Most High kept telling us, stay with your people. Do not dibble and dabble outside of your people. Because the Most High was looking at that bloodline. That's what he was looking at. And he didn't have to explain nothing to Israel when he said, don't do this here. Stay within your own bloodline. He didn't have to give no explanation, but he allowed us to go through life. And now we understand it. But it builds a trust in the Most High because now we've seen it with our own eyes. Oh, Sister Melody, what was your take on what you seen, Sister Melody? I'm serious, because it was something else for me. What's up, brother? I'm telling you, it was something else. I watched it 3 times, Sister Melody. I kid you not. I watched it 3 times. That's how it really, I'm telling you. Even the sister that was doing it, she was like gasping too while she was doing doing her live. Hey, bro, you just sick. Take get some more. Put it in the. All right. Yes, I'm telling you, brothers. If you want to get a whole different understanding of it, watch that. I'm telling you. You watched it twice. Yeah, I did too. I went back and then I went to the store and then I came back and I watched it again. But I was going to watch the complete interview of the sister. I mean, not the sister, of the lady and the guy. She was the one who did all that research. And now, when the Most High said that the things of this system, the thing that was done in the dark, shall come to the light. See, the thing that was done in the dark, there was a lot of things that was done in the dark. But these fallen angels, they did a lot of things we did not know of. The world did not know of. Only a select few of people knew. But the Most High, if anybody go tell on somebody, he gonna use them to tell on themselves. And they're using their own people to tell. They are literally using their own people. Hey, no, this is what they did. And they at this time, you said this like 40 years ago, you probably would have been taken out before you even open up your mouth. Because they did not want that out at that time. But they want it out now. They want it out now. They're getting tired of being in the dark. They're trying. Hey, what is Hashatan's greatest move? And it's based on the scripture, brothers and sisters. What is his greatest move that he's trying to get to? This royal priesthood. I forgot the name of the Sister Monica. Not Sister Monica. Sister Melody. Do you know the title of the that video. Do you know the title of sister? I mean, the show, Gates of Hilda. Uh, I forgot the name of it. I'm quite sure they gonna put it in there, sis, because I'm telling you, you check it out, you will be like, wait a minute. And also in it, you gonna learn something about the present president. The present president. You gonna learn something about him. But when the Most High was speaking about that, the darkness, what they did in the darkness will come to the light. Brothers and sisters, those pages are coming back. They flipping back. The world is starting to realize, oh, this is what y'all. Uh-huh. Oh, you got, okay. All right. That's good. But I'm telling you, you will come to appreciate royal priest. You will come to understand. You will understand that bloodline. And they monitor that bloodline down to a science. They monitor that bloodline down to a science. I'm gonna just give you a snippet of it, Sister Royal Priest. What was that thing? The Clintons, Bill Clinton, and his wife and their daughter. Come to find out that's not his daughter. Some other man fathered her because he had a stronger. He had what was in his blood. They wanted what was in his blood, but it needed to go through Bill Clinton's wife. When I say they moved his blood around, that's crazy. This is crazy. I'm serious. This stuff is absolutely been orchestrated by these fallen ones. Now they want to stand out. And the greatest thing that Hashatan wants to do, the greatest position that he is trying to get to, brothers and sisters, is he's trying to be like the Most High. Isaiah 14:14. Isaiah 14:14. He's trying to get to that plateau. That's what he's trying to get. The only thing he's missing is this. The Most High does not share his glory with no one. He is the creator. That's the thing the devil can't do. Yes, he do. Sister Monica, you're right. He do wants to be like the Most High. He wants to be him, matter of fact. Not on his best day can he even entertain that. Not on his best day. Everything he did, he created. He did it opposite of the Most High. You talking about woolly hair? The Most High, that's the way he created us, woolly hair, like that of a sheep. Hashatan, long, stringy, straight hair. Dark-skinned melon, he comes with clear, white hair, skin. This is what he did. Everything he created was weaker than the Most High. If you think I'm joking, why do people of color excel in sports, entertainment? We excel in it. We excel in it. It's a reason why we excel. It's a reason why this world wants to examine our sisters' reproductive system. It's a reason why that. They want to find out what makes this black man tick. Why is he so superior? Why is his DNA series 9 and everybody else's is 6 and below? Why is his DNA series at number 9? Why is it is said that That's right, Brother Dave. I was going to say that because I was thinking about the goat, the goat hair. You know, it just hangs. Everything that the devil has called himself creating is a whole lot weaker to the Most High's creation. He can never be equal to the Most High. When I say there's a sense of, there's an illusion that he be playing, and it would never come to the light. Never. Never come to the light. Everything. What? Let's keep on going with it. The Most High told Adam and Eve, be fruitful, become many, have many babies. What do Satan say? Jerry, you like John? Yeah, that's Satan's system. That's his system. What did they do to fallen? They came down. Shoot, why do they need our organs? Well, one, they need that blood. Esau is the one who just went high on a hiatus and made the Most High upset because he knew. And well, I ain't gonna say he knew. Well, he did know. He did know. He did know. He got life in his blood. There's strength in his blood. And all Esau did was gave strength to the Horites, to the Greeks, his son Zepho, to the Greeks, to the Romans, or they call it Kittim at that time. Zepho blended his blood in that. The strength of the blood of the Hebrews is strong. All he did was gave those people life. And it turned out that the same people came against Israel. When you start looking at this stuff here, brothers and sisters, you start to understand this, why the Most High was telling us, do this here, do that there. The Most High was always looking at that blood. When the Most High was forming us, well, I ain't gonna say forming us. I'm gonna say he was. What's the word when you prepare things? What's the word? He was molding. He was molding us before we even came into existence. And it started with Abraham and Sarah. It started with Abraham and Sarah. Isaac came into the world, and then those twins came. One of those twins went out into the world and put his blood into the world. The Most High was concentrating on Jacob and his 12 sons. And here we are. All of us who are here today are from that bloodline. From one of this, how many wives did he have? 7? Did he have 7? Let me see. No. It was 4. I think, how many wives did Jacob have? Was it 7? Judah? No. I think it was 4 because each one of those sisters had a maid servant, a stepsister, whatever you want to call them. But anyway, that's where you know for a fact. That's where those 12 sons came from. This is where we come from. This is where we come from. Not only, oh yes, sister, yes it is. A lot of incest, a lot of it, a lot of it, a lot of it. Because I do know that what do they call those people? The royal, what's their name? What's that boy's name? The one that Lady Diana and things of that nature, her sons. No, they big on their bloodline now, brothers. They are very big on their bloodline. And if you go in there, you do the research. They say that they have blood of blood of kings. That's what they say. So when you watch that video, because they have their grandson in that on their sister's live. Princess Diana, her husband Charles, that's her cousin. Blue blood. That's it. That's what it was. Blue blood. Princess Diana and what's his name? King George or whatever. They cousins. They are cousins. Yeah, when I say brothers and sisters, they monitor that bloodline. They know exactly. All right, no, look here. We need to skip down some generations in order for you to marry this girl here. In order for you to be with that man there, we got to wait this. They monitor their bloodline. They do. Trust and believe. The oldest son, that's his cousin he married. If you think I'm joking, go get into it. And now, let's understand this, brothers and sisters. Let's understand this now, first and foremost. Just because they married their cousin, you got to know what distance, what number of cousin they married. And it got to be a length, and it got to be, because Israel did it. Who was it? Trying to figure who did it. But they knew it. They knew that there has to be some generations that had to be in between in order for you to marry your cousin. And your cousin could be your 17th cousin. All right, boom. I think the lowest that you can possibly go, this is just me now, I'm thinking the last I seen this, is your 4th cousin. Could be wrong, but I think it's your 4th or 5th cousin. That's the lowest that you can possibly go. Now, on their side, no. They were doing something that was like first, second, and even brothers and sisters. That's what they was doing. They was doing that, and they was doing it hard. Now, when the Most High, if you brothers and sisters take out the time to go back and listen to the laws, and in those laws, when the Most High was giving out the laws to the Israelites, well, he's giving it to the Levites to give to the Israelites. 3rd cousin, all right. I mean, I knew the number was low, Dave. I mean, that's all I'm saying. Like 4th, 5th. I mean, because it's been a moment since I did it. And see, and even with the 3rd cousin, people look upside your head. See, the only reason people look upside your head because if we was a, let's just call it a tribe, that won't sound so because you go no. You know that everybody that you deal with is your cousin, you blood related. Because this is the way the Most High said that we should do things. But going back, they were doing some things, and when the Most High was passing out those laws, and he said, you should not lay with your father's wife, you should not lay with your mother. These are the things, and you were thinking this stuff was happening in Israel. It wasn't happening in Israel. The Most High was looking at what the nations was doing. You listen to the laws. It was the nations was doing. Homosexuality, the nation. Incest, the nations. The Most High was looking at the nation. He gave Israel the law. This is what you should not do. You should not lay with a beast. If you lay with a beast, you and that beast should be put to death. Those were the laws that the Most High gave Israel, and he based those laws upon what the nations was doing. The first encounter, biblically speaking, of the alphabet was in Sodom and Gomorrah. Sodom and Gomorrah. They were not Israelites. They was not matter. They wasn't even Hebrew. They was Hamites. The Most High took the history of the nation and the things that they was doing, and he came up with rules, regulations, and laws for his people, for what he's seen the nation was practicing. Can you imagine what was going on when the angels forsook their proper position and came down to the earth and doing what they was doing to the women on earth? And we ain't even talking about just the women. We're talking about the animals. And see, we can believe that they did go into the animals. I'm gonna tell you the reason why. Yahusha, when he removed, he told those demons to come out of that man who cannot be overtaken, who's living amongst the graves. And it was like it was so many demons in this man, because Yahusha was having a conversation with that demon. He said, what is your name? He says, my name is Legion, because there are many of us. Brothers and sisters, do you all know how many legions in just in one legion? 12,000. 12,000. Now, when it was all over said and done, Yahusha told that demons and the rest of the demons to come out of that man. And so they asked for permission to go into the swines, the pigs. Why did they ask for permission to go into those swine? They've been there before. They've been in these animals before. Hashatan went into a serpent. Yes, that's what they did. So now, just take that moment during Enoch's time, when Noah's time, when all of that stuff was going on, brothers. Look at that stuff. We will understand why things are out of whack. Because of who? It ain't because of the Most High. It's because of a wicked spirit that wanted to be like the Most High. He got jealous of his creator. That's what he did. All of this started with what? Jealousy. It started with jealousy. Instead of him standing in his place, he took it to a whole different level. So here we are to this very day, in captivity, things of that nature. But the Most High, it's alrighty. He's seen Noah. Let me keep it going. But I'm gonna start finding out people, and I'm gonna find these people to separate them from myself. Brothers and sisters, here we are. Sister Monica, Brother Dave, Brother Kenneth, Brother Robert, Sister Jones. We're those people. We're those people. And we came to appreciate this awakening. You want to talk about pissing off a devil? We did. When the Most High woke us up, we took that as a privilege, and we started applying it. You thought, they called us a religious people. We, in church and everything. Now, we kind of find out we more than a religion. We are way more than a religion. That right there is not sitting well with the spirit being. Oh yeah, we got that pride, brother. And it's like, if we don't have that pride, we don't have life. And now and don't get me wrong, brother. There is a measure of pride, but this pride here is one we need to maintain, because when it's all over said and done, we give that pride right back to the Most High. We're the reason why we are here is because of Him. And the world is hating that, bruh. The world is really, they hate it with a passion. They can hate all they want. We will continue to move the way we need to move. Either they can hop on board or they can die by the wayside. It's one or the other. Period. This is the way we're moving. They're seeing, oh, we can't tell, we can't lie to them no more. Mm-mm. But it's going to be something, brothers. And I'm going to say this, though. Something's going to happen, because the Most High said that that these false prophets is going to do something. And they said, if possible, even to mislead his elect. So there is something on the very near horizon that's going to happen that just might mislead some of his people. So when I say it is imperative for us to follow the Most High, I mean, we have to follow him down to the science. We got to follow him. We got to look at his celestial chariot. If he moved to the left, he moved to the right, we got to go. We got to make that move. That's what we need to do. That is what we have to do, brothers and sisters. And we got to stay behind the most. We must maintain that. The world is going to say what it's going to say. Those 10 toes, they want that power right now. They're getting tired of being the second string. They lusting after more power. They're going to make their move. They are going to make their move. This place is scripturally speaking now. Scripturally speaking, it's going to be a wasteland. It's going to be a wasteland. This is not our land. The scripture said, you will go to a place that is not yours. That's my understanding of the scriptures. This place is going to get judged and hit so hard. Brothers and sisters, truthfully, the movies do not do it any justice at all. All they do is turn into a black and white. Everything is dusty, not a green plant in sight. Not any type of drinkable water. That's the furthest that the world can go. But the world need to be a whole lot more realer about it when it comes to the scriptures, because it's going to be worse than that. That's what it's going to be. There's nothing. They can talk a good game all they want. The game is not going to save them. It's not. This world been judged prophetically, and it's going to happen. The thing I would say about us, brothers and sisters, is stay on the path that leads to life. That is the path behind the Most High. The world is seeing us. Yes, it is. And for those that's rightly disposed, oh yeah, they go jump in line. They go jump on line right behind you. Oh no, they don't want to do that, Sister Monica. They don't want to scare good white folks, as they say. That's what they don't want to. That's what they don't want to scare. It's the good white folks. But no, they gonna get bombarded with it. They go wake up, eyes gonna be so plucked. Oh my God, is this what's happening? Oh really? Yeah, they going to get it. This is what's happening right now. They can be shell shocked, but they got to get over it. They're going to be shell shocked, but hey, they're going to have to move quick. They're going to have to move quick. If not, if you think our little ones was thrown to alligators and mistreated and things of that nature, the Most High said, well, let that happen to them double. Doubled. Mm. Brothers, sisters, I mean, if I got to go back with, if going by what the scripture says, and that the Most High is not a man that he changed his mind. That judgment that he brought down, mhm, it's going to be divine. Our babies, it happened to our babies. It happened to our babies. We've seen these things. We have the history of what this world did to our forefathers. And I'm just speaking about from the time our forefathers came here up to now. Our little sister in Detroit some years ago, as soon as they bust in, the police bust into the door, boom, shoot her with an AK, not an AK, well, I forgot the name of the gun, but right in her chest. The moment she woke up is the moment she died. The little sister. We ain't even talking about George Floyd. Let's not mention the brother that was in an apartment sleeping with his gun, and then the police just burst in the door. He wake up to die. Think about that for a moment, brothers and sisters. You're waking up suddenly just to drift off into death because of the hands of these fallen angels, descendants. Let's go down in history. Let's look back at history of what they have done. They call us a violent people. The only reason they can do that, brothers and sisters, is because they control the media. The Most High knows exactly who the demons are. And they are flesh. When I was a child, I was like, man, why do they call white people the demons? I'm not a child any longer. Now I understand. Exactly. Everything that they say, what we are, is truthfully is who they are. They control the media. So yes, they're going to portray us as those demonic people doing this and doing that, and they doing everything that they say we do. They doing it on a scale it's so demonic ain't even funny. That Olympics that took place a year ago, whatever. Not only just the Olympics, the music awards they did a couple of years ago, and it seemed like the whole thing was red. Brothers, these demons are showing themselves more and more and more. They got to a point where they want to be seen. They get into a point where they want to see Isaiah 14:14 out there. This is their movement. They want the worship that the Most High was getting. So what they got to do, they got to manipulate people on this planet for them. The BET Awards, that's what it was. Exactly. That was back when I was a child, Sister Melody. The music awards was nothing like that. And you could have called us prejudice when we was kids. We was looking for, when I was a child, my mother, Luther Vandross, Mays, Nita Baker, all of them. We was looking for them to come up. Well, when it came to the white artists, and when they did, they got to the country part of it. No, we go up and we go to use the bathroom and everything, find us something to eat and everything. We had a TV playing, listen, But once somebody, Michael Jackson, the Jackson 5 or the Jacksons come up, no, we right back in front of the TV. That's how we moved. That's how we did it in the project. And it just wasn't me. It was nobody, everybody. You didn't find, when the music awards came on, when I was a child, and I lived in the projects, you didn't find us out in the streets. No, it was empty. Everybody was in their houses watching the music awards, seeing Prince, Gap Band, and all of them. That's how we moved. But then this is the thing. They had to move in a different way. They knew that they was not getting that fanfare that black artists was getting. So they needed some swag in that thing. Yeah, what? I mean, back in the I would say the late 70s, mid 90s, you didn't hear about no white boy. You may have heard the Bee Gees. The Bee Gees. They may have like one or two hits. But they knew that they knew, the white artists knew, hey, we got to do something, because I mean, hey, the blacks, they got this on lock. They know they needed to get into there. They needed to get into it. But then you had what they started doing, brothers and sisters. You may think I'm joking. They started stealing songs. What was the name of that white group? Not the Bee Gees. The Beach Boys. The Beach Boys were stealing songs like they was in a grocery store, shoplifting. They couldn't. I mean, what? I don't know about them talking they can sing, but hey, but they were stealing songs. They got sued. They got sued by not Little Richard, Chuck Berry. They stole Chuck Berry's song. Went in right there and got sued by him. They doing what their bloodline causes them to do: lie, cheat, and steal. They did a lot of stealing. They stole. Who was that? Who was that? The other group that did the stealing? The Rolling Stones. I tell you, a lot of them were stealing. I tell you, but they knew. But this is when it's all over said and done. They knew that they had to either one, get into the bloodline, or two, they had to mingle. They had to mingle. They had to be around, and they had to socialize with black artists in order for them to understand how do they come up with these beats, how do they move, why is they the best dancers. They knew they had to run with us in order for them to mimic us. Elvis Presley, sister, please. He knew he did. Mm. Elvis Presley. Yes, When I tell you, brothers, if just going back and looking at history, I tell you, it'll put us on a whole different plateau mentally if we just did that. Oh yeah, they would do that. I mean, but if you ever notice that uh, when you do these movie documentaries about black groups, if you look at all of them, I'm talking about the Temptations, the Dells, the Dale. It's always was some drama. There was always some drama with our brothers and sisters and things. But then if you really get into it, you go find always there was a person that was standing outside of it. That was the one who was causing the trouble. And if you look at all these movies, all of them, and always brought in the drugs, the money, jealousy. Some person want to stand out in front. It always was that. New Edition, the same thing. But it happens. We Israel. These are the things the Most High said was going to happen to Israel. I don't care if you're a movie star or a singer or whatever. You're going to get those curses going to be upon you, and trust and believe. You're going to act it out somewhere down some point in your life. You're going to act out that curse. Whether you're rich or poor, you're going to act out that curse. It's going to come out. The prophecies must be fulfilled. Israel. It must be. And we did it. The rise of Israel, the birth of a kingdom. This is how we're looking at. This is where we're at right to this day. This is how we're moving now. We're walking behind the Most High. We have been taken out of line. And the Most High is walking us to stand before the line. We're not going to stand in front of the line. We're going to stand before the line. The world is going to see that we are a representation of our Elohim. This is what the Most High is not pushing us, but walking us to. The thing is, we need to be obedient. Stay in our lane. And continue to respect our Creator. Be obedient. We had to go through these things, brothers. We had to go through it. Because our action, when it's all over said and done, brothers and sisters, to the Most High is a redemption for our forefathers. That's what it's going to boil down to being. When I say we are in a privileged position, brothers and sisters, I'm telling you that position, this privileged position, is across the board. Understand it. When you're out there looking for a wife, yeah, you know for a fact who your wife should be, because it's that bloodline that holds weight. It's that bloodline that holds weight. Yes, the world taught us, oh, you don't want to be black. You want to have a little whitey. You want to have a little light-skinned child and thing looking cute. Cause everybody, oh, she's so cute. He's so cute. If he's black, all right. But brothers, we don't do it. We don't do that no more. You got brothers out here looking for the darkest skinned woman they can possibly find because they thinking about the child. They want that child to come out dark skinned. Now, there's a whole different movement on that now, brother. It's not nothing against light skinned brothers and sisters. I'm not knocking that. But the world we're in and emphasize is hate towards dark skinned women and dark skinned men. And it's backfiring on them real bad. It affected us too. Oh, trust and believe. I was the darkest one in my family. I was the worst one that got treated. Everything they call me skillet. It didn't faze me. It didn't faze me at all. I was that child that knew how to fight. So I mean, hey, if you had Brother Rick on there, he will understand it. Growing up in the projects, no. But you got brothers and sisters out here right now. Exactly. That's what they're out there for. She must be black. Because the Most High is bringing us back into a covenant. Now, we deviated. No, you got brothers out here now. And they teaching their daughters, they teaching their sons. Don't come in here with nobody else outside us. And they letting it be known. If you have a white mother and a white father, and that little white girl coming there with the black child, they're gonna be upset and they're gonna show themselves. So why is it a sin on our part to do the same thing? I know we're welcoming people. We are. Our welcoming, there are standards that the Most High has put in us, and He wants us to hold to them. He wants us to hold to those standards. And this is how we should be getting down, Israel. The laws are not done away with. They're not. We woke up to that fact. And now, please, and mind you, brothers and sisters, I'm not speaking against nobody's kids, marriages, or whatever. I'm not. But this is like a movement going forth. We know who we are. We know what we should do. Shalom, sister. Shabbat shalom, Sister Patricia. This is how we should be moving now, going forward. We know the laws. We have the laws. Those laws are a part of our life. And if you want to talk about a world that's pissed, yes, they're highly upset. We lied to these people, told these laws is dead, done away with. The Most High woke these people up and they going by these laws. They stepping out away from sin. If they step out away from sin, what's going to happen? They know. The fallen ones already know what's going to happen. They need to counteract our actions. We need to put these Negroes back in sin. How can we do it? I don't think it's going to happen. They woke up. They know, these fallen ones, who's given their descendants direction. Now, mind you, brothers and sisters, let's understand this here when I'm talking about information and talking to their descendants. They are literally talking to their descendants. There is a pyramid that they maintain. Hey, they got the ones at the top that's making all the calls. They telling them what to do. Take it down to the flesh. Keep on moving down to the president. We telling them what to do. No, do not bring them up to me. I'm talking to you. This is the chain of command. You take it down to them. Brothers and sisters, how is it that the Most High is talking to us? How is it that He's talking to us? He's talking to us by means of our book, our history book. He's guiding us by means of His Spirit. The same thing is happening. The only thing different about it is they're doing theirs on a demonic scale. The Most High is doing His for His people by means of His Spirit. This is the reason why He tells us, abide by the Spirit. Abide by the Spirit. Hold on just for a moment. Mm. Mm. This is the chain of command that we are experiencing now. We are literally seeing this. Now, these fallen angels, they are on a whole different movement now. They know the strength of the Most High. They very well know the strength of the Most High, and they worried. We woke up. We woke up, and we woke up with a strength that was undeniable, that they could not just let it pass by. They did everything. Yes, you had your agents that came in. They came in, got kicked out. There's other that's going to come in, but trust and believe. The more we continue to stand, the more we could continue to follow behind the Most High and doing His will, we get stronger. We start recognizing things a whole lot better. We see from afar and we act on the present time. This is the gift that the Most High has been giving us. Now, He told us that our battle is not in flesh and blood, but is against the principalities, wicked spirit, fallen angels. This information that the sister Gates of Holder has put out, we need that. We need that information. We got the information. Now it's time for us to act on that information. We know it. We see it now. We're getting closer and closer. All right. We seeing what's going on. Oh yeah, Sister Royal Priesthood is a sister. Mm-hmm. That's the thing, brothers and sisters. We moving. We're on a move. They seeing what's happening. Now they recognizing that, hey, when we held these people down for so many hundreds of years, we put them into sin, and we kept them in sin. They put themselves in sin. They came out of it. They're not trying to go back into it. What's the only option, brothers and sisters, you think that they're going to have? Of course, when they sin that we have awoken, somebody got to go to sleep permanently. It's not Jacob. They are shuddering with this awakening because they know every last vested, every type of energy that's wrapped around this awakening has the Most High's hand written all over it. That's what this is about. Yes, these fallen ones do have descendants. And they right on TV as we speak. This is the time where we need to be more alert of our association. That was the Most High's doing when they hit you too, brother Robert. You be safe out there, brother. Shabbat shalom. We brother, I don't know how I know. I mean, I guess I can say this until we, I can be blue in the face. It's a privilege. It's going to remain a privilege of this awakening. It is. But with this awakening, brothers and sisters, now we just can't continue to move in sin. This is what these fallen ones want us to do. Their greatest time for us to be in sin, brothers and sisters. If you want to follow history back, the greatest time that we was in sin was the 90s. 90s. That was like the strongest time. But it started way before the 90s. Because the Most High prophesied about using bad for good and good for bad. Oh man, that's a bad car, man. That's a bad car. Who started that stuff, Israel? All we got to do is go back to the language, to things that we spoke. We did. What's up, Cat Daddy? You took an unclean animal to this man. What's up, dog? Then you call your sisters B's and H's. We got cursed. We stepped into sin, brothers, because we spoke sin. We spoke it. That's the power of the tongue. 70s all the way to 80s. Oh, up to the 90s, I'm sorry. Yes. That was the worst time for us, Israel. But now you get into the 2000s. We started to wait. Well, no. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah. 2000s. We started to wake up. We started to understand the strength of our tongue. The strength of our tongue. And don't get me wrong. Yeah, you still have brothers and sisters still waking up. Because, I mean, for those that are woken, it takes times for some brothers to straighten out their language, because you still have some of their tell me F you brother and all that stuff. We have to understand the thing that comes out of our mouth. When you tell me you cursing a brother, you cursing Abraham, you cursing Israel. We have to be, and we got to. It is imperative that we individually tame our tongue, because what comes out of your mouth can turn back upon you. Because I will curse those that curse you. So, brothers, if you do not want to be cursed, you got to monitor your tongue. It's just that simple. It ain't what I'm telling you what you got to do. This is the Most High. He's saying, "Hey, you curse somebody, I'm gonna curse you." It's just that simple. No, either we go work on it or not. If you don't work on it, you're putting yourself right back into sin. You go find yourself cursing your own self. We already did that, brothers. We already did that. We already cursed ourselves. Like Sister Melody said, from the 70s up to the 90s, that's what we did. And if you go back and if you listen to a lot of the music, we was all in the music, although it may have been fine. Me and Mrs. Jones. Wait a minute, Mrs. Jones wasn't. Wait a minute. No, Mrs. Jones, she wasn't married. But we was I just thought about that just right now. But for the majority of the music, it was always talking about some brother sleeping with some other man's wife. Who was that? And he had a nice song. What was that brother's name? What was his name? KC. He did. He once remade one of his songs. What was that brother's name? If you think you're lonely now. Man, what was that brother's name? I forgot the name of the brother, but anyway, he had another song. And he said, what was the name? The gist of the song was this. He said he had a best friend. He would give the shirt off his back for his best friend. It was best friend. But his best friend had a woman that he was infatuated with. And he was saying that his best friend trusts him too much. Nice song. Hey, but it was a nice song, but it was a sinful song. Bobby Womack. That's his name. Bobby Womack. But going back on Mrs. Jones, I don't think Mrs. Jones was married because we always looked at it, as a romantic song, but we still had the onset. It was a sinful song, but that's what we did. We took what was sinful and made it pleasing to the ears. And I know for a fact, a lot of you brothers and sisters can go through some songs. Oh, she was married. Okay, that was adultery then. But that's what we did. It was prophesied. It was sneaking around. Okay. So the thing is, if we look at it, and then because if you go to the rap are talking about, oh yeah, I'm over there doing this to your wife. This was Israel saying all these things. This is the reason why you take like Sister Melody said, it was sinful from the 70s all up to the 90s. 90s was the worst period for us. I mean, I don't even know what the music about nowadays. I'm serious. But if we go back and we look at our path, Israel, if you want to find out if we Israel, go back and listen to the music. You're gonna know exactly who we are. And you go to the Bible prophecies. Yep, these people. Do you see the Rev 2 9s and 3 9s around here saying this stuff? Singing this stuff? No. They're the one who's giving you the money to do this stuff. They're the one who have the place, who own the record companies for you to do these things. They know exactly where to keep you. They have to be your overlord in order for them to keep you in sin. They have to watch over you. They had to keep you high. They had to keep you drunk. They had to keep you in drama. And they did that down to they did that down to the T. They knew that they had to be over you in order to monitor you. Think about it, brothers and sisters. Just think about it. You will see our path, what the Most High said was going to happen with Israel, and then you go, no, these people, this is them. This is these sinful people. The Most High already spoke that they're going to be called good for bad, bad for good. I'm serious. Even when, if you want to, let's just take Babyface, for example. It was bad. When I get home, oh, it sounds so loving. It do. It sounds so loving. I'm going to come home from work, cook you a dinner. Is that every day? What that song really did, brothers and sisters, was put in a fantasy that was not a reality. That's all. That's what it did. And unfortunately, a lot of sisters was looking for men to do that. That was not a reality. They put them in a la-la land, and it really truthfully hurted a lot of our sisters and in their relationship. It got to a point where there was a whole lot of hate that was going on now. If you think I'm joking about that, brothers and sisters, let's just go through history on that. You get into the 90s. So now, brothers, you get into the 90s. When they calling you tricks and all of this, B's and H's. It got worse. It got worse. Brothers and sisters, it got so worse. So you got a guy standing up there telling me he having a lap dance with the devil. Come on now. This is Israel being blatant with the devil. And when you want to get into the devil's bed and you being blatant with it, he gonna come to you. And that guy, he did just that. He had a pair of demonic gym shoes. This is how bad from the 70s up to the 2000s. That's that dirt, that mud. This is the depth of some of Israel. And not all of Israel is going to make it, brothers and sisters. I'm not casting judgment on none of the artists and things of what they're doing, things they did in the past and the thing they're doing present. The Most High is the one who will cast that judgment. I'm just saying where we came from and where we are at right now. It's just a fact us sitting back and looking at it and understanding where we are at this particular time in life. And they are recognizing this awakening. The entertainment business has been, the Most High stuck his hand in there for judgment. He's calling them out. Truthfully, brothers and sisters, when it's all over said and done, that was love. That was love. If you got to be embarrassed, so be it. Take your embarrassment, learn from it, move away from it, mind your own business, and turn around and repent. That's what the Most High is saying. That's all he's saying. That's all he's doing. Because he has a desire for no one to be destroyed. He's talking about Israel. If that's what he got to do for Israel to preserve their life, you talking about some embarrassment? Take the embarrassment. Keep it moving. You too, sister. You be safe out there, royal priesthood. You be safe out there. Oh, you know what, brothers and sisters? I need to be getting off of here anyway. Good. What, 3 hours? Man, good night. Okay. Didn't realize it was that much, man. Good. I think I was in your Okay. Yeah. But brothers, I tell you the truth. Keep your head on a swivel, Israel. There's a lot that's going on in this world. They're going to say some things. These fallen ones, they know exactly who you are and how, this awakening that you are, that we are experiencing. See, now they know. So now the only counteract right now, brothers and sisters, because truthfully, they see the strength in you. They see the spirit of the Most High working in you. And I'm talking about each and every last one of us. And they know that they cannot compete. So when you can't compete, jealousy, envy, hatred, all that stuff comes into their spirit. And then that's when they go do like they did to Yahusha. The scribes and the Pharisees, they wanted to take him out. Keep your head on the swivel, Israel. Keep your head on a swivel. They're going to speak some things. They're going to speak some things. Just like Yahushua told the scribes and the Pharisees, you are from your father, the devil. That's what he told them. And when he said that, he just wasn't speaking haphazardly. He was speaking truth. He knew, you are of the fallen. Your bloodline is of the fallen. You infiltrated Israel like they infiltrate us right down to this very day when you're dealing with brothers and sisters in different parts of this awakening. The scribes and Pharisees, their spirit is alive and kicking. And some of them look just like me and you. So let's not get it misunderstood of our path of following the Most High. He's allowing the tares to walk with us because they look like, man, the fact that they look like us, he's allowing that. The thing about it is, brothers and sisters, we got to look at that. Their spirit and their action. And it's going to tell you exactly who they are. This is the time in which we're living, that This is what we are experiencing right at this particular point in time. They know, they send you. This is not a joke. This is real. Protect your family. Separate your kids from this stuff, from this world. It's all a distraction because they know for a fact they cannot pull you back. They cannot pull you back into sin. We did that dumb stuff. It's us that we have to warn these kids, this generation, you don't want to go down that route. And something of a magnitude is going to happen that's going to get their attention in order for them to wake up to who they are really, who they are truthfully, in order for them to see. Either you can hop on board or you can fall to the wayside. And unfortunately, some are going to continue in their flesh. Some of us are going to fall to the flesh. But we got to continue to keep it moving. Israel, keep your head on the swivel. Stay faithful. Pray for your brothers and sisters. Pay attention to what's going on in this political arena. Listen to the words that are spoken, and listen to the words that are not spoken. Those are the ones that has that control of this nation as to what they're going to do. Because trust and believe, they're listening to him. They are listening to him, and they're going to take matters into their hands. And you just may need to protect yourself, Israel. Keep your head on the swivel. Shabbat shalom, brothers and sisters.